right, ladies and gentlemen, how are you doing? I am back. Yes, it's me, Forgotten Dreams. I'm here. I exist. I did the thing. All right, so I'm gonna be playing some HighFleet. If you're unfamiliar with that game, it is a relatively new game that's come out. That is I guess you would call RTS 2D side scroller shooter. It's pretty fun. And I know a bit about it. I'm not entirely knowledgeable about it, but we're going to jump in and we're going to play it today. And now that I'm thinking about it, I should have grabbed water because I'm going to be doing a lot of reading more than likely. So let's flip over to the live screen. Yes, this is my desktop background, and then we're going to click on the game because even though in the options I can switch between full screen and windowed mode, it's not actually windowed mode for some reason. The game will still minimize even if I try and put it in windowed mode when I go to other tabs. So I'm gonna look at the volume. Volume's pretty low, so we're gonna turn it up a little bit. Say to about there. Yeah, that should be good. Alright. Now, as much as I want to immediately go to ship work and start working on ships, I'm not gonna do that. I played a little bit. Just the tiniest amount, and I like it, but it's really hard. But what we're going to do is we're going to go to campaign. I'm going to get rid of this save file that I have. Oh, it says new game with a bonus. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn prologue on, and I'm going to go new game. And we're going to play through the prologue. And then once we're done with the prologue, I'm then going to go back to the main menu, build some ships that I think might be useful, which it'll be my first time building ships, and I won't have any goddamn idea of what I'm doing when it comes to that. But that's what we're going to do before we get into like the main campaign. I just want to get you guys through the prologue so you're caught up with me on the story. So first off, we start with this transmission from HighFleet Command. And it says to Tarkhan of 3rd Task Force, GD Sayadi, on my order, proceed to Kalhu at once and meet with Prince Lawu Fazil. By imperial decree, you are to represent the crown in talks with the prince. Commander of the 1st Squadron, Admiral Dodd. He's the one who sent us this message. All right, and we are GD, which stands for Grand Duke Sayadi. Oh, I'm already nervous because I already know I'm going to get my butt kicked. All right, let's do this. Close that out. All right, the Great Desert of Garat. An ancient kingdom ruled over this land long ago, until it was torn apart by strife and internecine. I don't know what that word, internecine war. I guess I'm pronouncing that word correctly. I'm not entirely sure. The last king of Garat swore allegiance to the Romani Empire. This land seems to be doomed to bear the burden of war for all time. 7 years ago, an imperial official, the Lord Governor of Kiva, overthrew the king and declared a rebellion against the emperor's rule. And now our turn has come. We have come to Garat to end this once and for all. Okay. Woo! All right. And we have the lovely jingles here. Clearly this is who this person is modeled after. But he's decked out in some fucking awesome looking gear. And it really gives I think it's the nose breathing unit here that really gives like the Dune vibe immediately. Anyways, wake up, Tarkhan. The city of Eli is on the horizon. You can see that Tarkhan is highlighted in blue, and if we hover over that, it gives us a little description. It says a Tarkhan is an officer of the Imperial Fleet. Tarkhans command the operational groups in a squadron. All right, continue. Our long journey is finally behind us. Everyone is eager to hear you give the order to land. Navigation. To set a new destination, move the cursor to Eli and press right mouse button. All right, I can do that, but let's go over some things. So this is going to be our main map, campaign map. Right now it's not showing really anything. It has Eli on here and it has on here and nothing else is really marked. But this is essentially... I don't know how I would describe this. It's kind of like looking at a tactical map, at the same time a radar map, and all sorts of other fun stuff. But when we zoom in and we get really close down, we can actually see what the ground looks like underneath us. And we can also see, you know, if there's a settlement there. And currently our ships are here. And you can't really make it out probably on stream, but there are exactly 4 little dots down here. And when we start moving, you'll see that they create smoke trails, because on the map, it accurately represents how many ships you have in your fleet. We can see what ships we have in our fleet and how many we have over here in this screen on our right. We have the ability to do sudden strikes, which are surprise attacks, which we can see the percentage of doing such a thing is 87%. Currently, it's not going to happen basically because Eli is it's a free town to land at. No one's going to shoot you on the landing to Eli. Luckily. 1 second, I did realize I forgot to do something, and that was send that. There we go, that's sent. I sent everything else but that. There we go. All right. So, I'm not sure what this does here with these fuel control. I don't know what that means. And why it says half or full, I don't know what that means entirely. Oh, detachment fuel stock. I can set how much fuel I want to give a detachment? Okay, interesting. This is our missile control system. Currently we have no missiles in our fleet. And if we had missiles, we could select the type, we could select how many, and we could launch them. This is our clock. This is our intercom for asking for help. This is the temperature gauge for, I guess, how hot or cold it is outside. Currently, I believe because I don't know if it's currently showing the right temperature. Basically because the game is paused and we haven't moved. Thrust control for if we want to adjust the speed that the fleet is moving. A hatch for when we land in ports. Aircraft group control for if we have an aircraft carrier, the aircrafts on that carrier will all be listed here. Whether or not we're low on fuel, if we're currently refueling, what our current fuel stock is. We currently have 55% of the total fuel that we can hold, so that leads me to believe, seeing as we have 1,000 fuel, it looks like, well, our maximum fuel is about 2,000 km of fuel. Our current funds and repair parts, so currently we have 50,000 gold, but we don't have any repair parts, so any repairs that are made are going to come right out of our funds. We have a ruler, I believe, I don't actually know what this thing is called. The thing that makes circles, where you can make a circle, a perfect circle. We have one of those with us. We have a pencil and we have an eraser for marking on the map for when we get useful information. All right, and the rest of this will be filled in as our ships come with certain sensors and things like that. And this phone here is for if we receive a radio signal or intercept a radio signal. And this has its own mini-game system, and so we have things like the receiver, what frequency, what band frequency we want to try and get the code off of, you know, our dialer for... Oops, I didn't mean to unpause. Our dialer for dialing in on that frequency, what the signal strength is. I can press auto intercept and part of the transmission will be lost in auto intercept. This is our decryptor, so if it's an encrypted message, it will let us change these dials here, and that will let us try and decrypt the message. And a cipher key for if we have any actual numbers recovered from the enemy to decipher transmissions, and then a direction finder so that we can tune in better the signal and what bearing it's in. Alright, but that's the radio post. We don't have an ECM currently, so we can't, you know, jam things. We don't have an ELINT. We don't have a sonar or an infrared tracking device on any of the ships. We have 3 Navarans and a Wanderer. These are ship types. So 3 of the same ones and a Wanderer. They all have a morale indicator separately, I believe. I can also look at, if I hover over one, it'll show it. And for instance, if we look at our Wanderer, it'll tell us the speed, the range, whether it has anti-ship missiles or anti-air missiles, what its current crew capacity is, and what level the ship is, as well as its morale. And that is all the information that it will show us for that. Is there anything else I need to go over? No, that's pretty much it. So, we're going to go to Eli. We're going to unpause, and you can see now, here are our ships down here. It's creating a little jet stream showing that we're flying that way. All right. There's a lot to learn, and there's plenty of time to learn it, so don't worry, chat. Hey, Scruffy, how you doing? Be dropping the first mission soon. Okay, awesome, Scruffy. Awesome. All right, so we're in Eli. Now we just have to do the landing operation. Let's go ahead and open up the hatch, and we're going to keep it simple. We're going to keep it safe. We're only going to land a single ship, and we're going to land the Navarin. So now it's going to take me into the landing screen, which is a fun little, like, Moonlander minigame, which can be actually kind of hard at times, depending on conditions. So depending on what the atmosphere is like, depending on if there's a storm, if there's high crosswinds, things like that, this can get easier or harder. Currently, I'm pretty sure it starts you off with the first landing being the easiest one, where there's like no wind and no bad atmospherics either. Yeah, I know. Roll angle. Ah! Oh no, I'm gonna crash! No, I'm not. I know what I'm doing, chat. It's okay. As I immediately break everything on my ship and crash into the ground. Alright. Even though we don't need repairs, it's still fun to try and land on a high repair one. And there we go. And he didn't call out that there was any structural damage, so it was a good landing. Fantastic. All right, so now that we're on the ground, the humming of the pump drives suddenly dies down, and the ship comes to a stop. You prepare to descend the ramp, accompanied by a small group of officers and your personal guard, and the uncertainty that awaits you outside fills you with unease. A small group of people are waiting patiently for you at the bottom of the ramp, and their leader is a dignified nobleman surrounded by bodyguards. So, the Admiral sent you to talk to me, Tarkan. And we have this lovely visual of... You know, I don't actually know what this piece of headgear is called. It probably has a name. It's probably very important. But it's awesome because he does have actually a crown on there. And it looks like a golden crown with 2 little red rubies. And then just a flight helmet, which is also awesome. But he's like business casual, Arabic chic flight helmet. So, as I have played this a tiny bit, I do know that this is a prince, and looking at what we have here, so we get to choose what dialogue we go with, and depending on what we say in conversations, depends on if people, you know, think more or less of us, or if we just say something that's neutral, they don't have a real opinion about it. Either way. These 3 things over here, we have the morale, so this will show us what our crew morale is for each of our ships. And then we have our allies, so this shows us our allies' loyalty. Currently, Prince Fazil is hostile to us, funnily enough, because he has no stars. And Piotr is our XO. He's the guy who looks like Jingles with the nose thing. He is uncertain of us, as he only has 2 stars. And then Worldview your men's mindset. So currently we have a fear of 0. The Garati people have 0 opinion of us. The Romani have a 1 opinion of us. We don't have a faith opinion in the world. We don't have an order opinion in the world. We don't have a force opinion in the world, a wealth or kindness opinion in the world. So, seeing as this is a prince, and I am also a person of royalty, technically also a prince, I'm going to come out of the gate saying, my name is Mark Sayadi, Grand Duke Sayadi. And if I hover over this, the Sayadi are the dynasty of the rulers of the Romani Empire and the oldest house in the known world. Also, one of our options was, this is correct, I'm here to discuss your involvement in the liberation of Garat. And if we hover over Garat, it says, Garat is a vast desert location in the north of the Romani Empire. So I'm going to say, my name is Mark Sayadi, Grand Duke Sayadi. He liked that. And he says, I see. Please forgive my indiscretion, Grand Duke. I have never had the pleasure of meeting you before. My voices for people will change as time goes on. Eventually, I'll settle on a voice for Prince Fazil. Continue. All right. Think nothing of it. I'm sure the 2 heirs to the Alat's oldest monarchies can find something to talk about. The prince nods politely. So my only dialogue choice is, I'm here to discuss your involvement in the liberation of Garat. That previous dialogue choice we had, that's now the only one we have left. But we started with the introduction of ourselves. So, all right. He says, the liberation. We've been at war with the Gathering for over 7 years, and I still have yet to recover my father's throne. And now His Imperial Majesty's admirals mean to retake it in a single week? And the Gathering of great houses is an assembly of the Romani dynasties that supported the uprising against the emperor. So I can either say, indeed they do, and I believe they'll succeed, or perhaps they will. Now, looking at this, his people, he has been fighting the Gathering for 7 years. Is that what he said? Yeah, 7 years. And now he's like, wait, you guys, we've been fighting them for 7 years, and you think you can just retake the capital in a week? What, are you kidding me? You can either be snarky and say, yeah, we're going to do it, or you can be like, perhaps we will. And I think it'll be kinder if we say perhaps they will. It says, my people cannot match the strength of the Gathering fleet. We have but a single corvette for each of their heavy cruisers. So I can either say your people have fought bravely all these years, or the 1st and 2nd Imperial Squadrons will surely tip the scales. I'm going to say your people have fought bravely all these years. I like that. So now he's no longer hostile, he's uncertain of it. Of us. So his response is, aye, but even if by the Almighty's mercy the admirals land their ships in Khiva, what do you imagine will happen next? So what is Khiva? Khiva is the main city in northern Garat, and the Lord Governor of this city was the one who began the rebellion against the Romani emperor. All right. So let me read that again. Aye, but even if by the almighty mercy the admirals land their ships in Khiva, what do you imagine will happen next? I can either say it's too early to say, that isn't up to me, or Garat will return to the crown's rule. The crown being the Romani Empire is the largest state in the known world. It was founded in the 1st century by the highest ranking members of the fleet. Duke Sayadi, chosen to rule the empire, became the first hereditary monarch. Okay, interesting. All right. So I can either say immediately that the Garat will return to the crown's rule, which means, you know, you'll retake your land and immediately we'll put you back underfoot. I can either say it's too early to say, or I can say that isn't up to me. And honestly, it's not up to me, so let's say that. And he says, you are honest, if nothing else. I will help you meet with the Tarkans of Garat. Perhaps some of them may become your allies in this war. All right. The Tarkan of Kalhu is a good friend of mine. If you can come to an understanding with him, I am confident he will be a worthy ally. Worthy allies are exactly what we need right now, is my only response. So we'll say that. It's a shame we've had to meet in such troubled times, Duke. So either I would expect that to, I wouldn't expect that to bother you, Prince, or the fleet has never had anything but troubled times. I'm not going to presume that that doesn't bother him, so the fleet has never had anything but troubled times? And he just says indeed. Okay, so no negative or positive opinion there. Great. Space. Alright, so that's the end of that conversation. Whew, we navigated it without fucking up. Great. And this is the city viewer of the current city that we're at. We can scroll left and right and see, you know, if there's any additional ships docked here, what the actual city layout looks like, things like that. Currently, our ship is the only one docked here. But there is a building that is marked for supplies. We're going to go over there. And you can see that we have fuel. Pressured methane is actually what they use for fuel. And this is the map as it is currently revealed to us. And it says Kingdom of Garat and Northern Desert Tel Saban, I believe is what that reads. So we can drag this slider to buy fuel. Every ton is... it's pretty cheap. So yeah, we'll go ahead and max it out. 792 tons is the max we can carry. Alright, other than that... so now that that's selected, this fuel doesn't automatically go into our ships. We then have to wait for the fuel to arrive on our ships. And over here, we can buy special ammo should we wish to. And as much as I want to, I know what caliber guns. I'm pretty sure it's the 57. Yeah, the 57s are for the Navrin, and the 37 is for the Wanderer. As much as I want to buy ammo, I also want to be stingy with money early on. But at the same time, boy. No, it's okay. We'll be stingy with money. So we're not going to buy any special ammo. We'll exit. Because money is very important. Alright. And with that, we've gotten our fuel. You can see... Oh, wait. So our XO approaches us and says, so are we heading for Kalhu now? Either I can say, indeed, we will depart as soon as we're ready, or Piotr, why did Daud choose us to meet with the prince? Admiral Daud Sharif Ramatovich is the commander of the 1st Squadron of the Expeditionary Fleet. He also happens to be your immediate superior. So let's ask him why Daud chose us to meet with the prince. Hang up on that. There we go. So, the prince has nothing left with which to fight the gathering. These talks are a mere formality. As for the admirals, they're eager to reach Northern Garat as soon as possible. But they'll have to take Ur first. And Ur is actually up where he's pointing on the map. So you're saying that Daud was just trying to get rid of me? The campaign has only just begun, Duke. I'm confident that you will have ample opportunity to prove yourself. We've got the fuel, but it'll be some time before our ships are done refueling. Very well, I'll wait. So now we got a blinking indicator that says we're refueling. You can see how much we're going to refuel to. And it's essentially just a waiting game at this point. So we're going to hold shift to speed up time, or we can unpause and just let time go by naturally. And there we go. We're all fueled up. The ships are done refueling. We're ready to fly. Your orders. So I can ask, what do you think about this entire expedition? What about the fuel? Give the order to take off. I'll choose our destination. What do you think about this entire expedition? Here to the south of Garat, they have nothing but old corvettes commanded by local dukes. Ur will surely fall. It's only a matter of time. I didn't ask you about Ur, General. I am but an aide to His Excellency. It isn't my place to question orders. Still, what do you think? If I may, Tarkhan, our numbers are thin. Even if Daud and Skobelev join their squadrons, I fear it won't be enough to take Khiva. And yet you agreed to join this campaign. You're an infantry general, not a fleet officer. Why did you volunteer for this? Why do you think, Duke? So I can either say, I think you're a brave officer who wanted to be where you're needed most. It's like the most common answer. 2 is because Admiral Dowd is a friend of yours and you sought to help him. I don't know if Admiral Dowd is a friend of his or not. Or number 3, you must have volunteered to support me in this new position. My father asked you to assist me, didn't he? Now, I know the answer to this. That will give me a +1. But, and I'm going to pick it. But normally I'd be walking into this blind going, oh, that one! But luckily, because I've played the game for a few minutes earlier the other day, I do know that all I need to do is click on number 3. You must have volunteered to support me in this new position. My father asked you to assist me, didn't he? Piotr now has a +1 opinion of me, and he only responds with a smile. So I say, very well, order the takeoff. I'll choose our destination, and once we're in the air. So flight range. To set the destination, move your cursor to a city inside the blue circle and press right mouse. So this is our flight range. We can only make it from Ely to Chimri, unfortunately. Also, each of the cities has their own little symbols. If I hover over the city, so for instance, Ely has this fuel symbol, the jerry can symbol. Fuel depot, cheaper fuel is here. Then Chimri, merchants, rare modules. That means his rare parts are here in Chimri. And then Kalhu has, it's currently is showing me my mission because it has a golden question mark, which indicates that there's a mission there. But Kalhu has a wrench, which means that there is a shipyard there, which means that there is faster repairs when you're landed there. All right, but let's go ahead and make our way through Chimri. Unpause. See the turbine RPM going up. Lift off. All right. So the turbine RPM is in the green, and we are currently traveling away. And if I wanted to slow down our progress, I could go over to this thrust. And right now we are at flight cruise. I could go to flight loiter or air stop. So if I wanted to, I don't know how this affects our fuel consumption, but I'm going to take us down to flight loiter. So now we're moving at a speed of 145 and very, very slow. But you can just watch as we crawl across the screen to our destination. That is one method. But we're going to go ahead and go to flight cruise again, back at full speed, and we're going to make our way to Chimri. And you can see as time goes by, our flying range decreases as we use up fuel. And I can either let the game go by in real time to fly there, or I can speed it up. Oh, try to zoom in on the fleet. There we go. All right. And we've detected a contact. And they've detected us, and they reported our position. Okay, it's simple. WASD to move, to left and right click to fire. It sounds simple, but it's not. So now we get to choose which of our ships goes up first. I'm going to use the Navrans first because they're better for this sort of thing. The Wonder is not meant for dogfighting, essentially, in my opinion, at least. All right. That's the ground. Let's try and dodge this fire. Oh, I've been hit. Oh. Light damage, though. Don't have any missiles on me. Oh. Ugh. I'm trying to get hit as little as possible. Tag it. Okay, we killed one. Actually, real quick here, I'm going to move some things real quick. I'm going to move this over here, and I'm going to move this. Oops, can't move that. I'm going to move this over here, so this way it's not blocking those things. I'm probably going to have to adjust the screen a couple of times until I find a position where I like those things being. All right. So, retreat available. Your squadron is comprised of several ships. You can move this ship you are currently controlling to the retreat marker to make it retreat from the battle, and the next ship in your roster will enter the battle. And if we look at it, currently we're at 73% fuel with this ship. We do have quite a bit of damage on our underside. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this one out of the fight. So I overheated the engine, that's fine. I say that, but I got hit some more. Ow. And we're going to get this ship out of here. So we have a brand new fresh ship. Get down to the retreat. There we go. Woo. Okay, that's another one dead. Oh, I forgot I had that alarm. Let me get rid of that alarm real quick. There we go. Alright. Try not to get hit. Ah, took a tiny hit. And he's dead. There we go. Woo! That battle's done. Victory, continue. Alright, we survived the first battle. Woo! And what I'd call, like, minimum damage. So currently the alarm is raised. It is impossible to do silent strike at this moment. But that's fine. We gotta land first and foremost. So we're gonna look... Oh, it's not showing us which one is the most damaged. So we're just gonna land all of our Navarins. One of them will be the damaged one. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, there we go. All right. Nice and smooth. All right. I don't think this is the damaged one either. I don't know. I don't see any damage on it, but hey. I could be wrong. The first one could have been the damaged one. I'm not sure.
Touchdown confirmed.
There we go. Nice and touchdown. There we go. Final one.
Beginning final approach. 500 meters. 300 meters. 100 meters. Throwing it ready. Touchdown confirmed.
Woo! There we go. Smooth landing. All right. Darkon, sir, we have an opportunity to replenish missiles on our ships. I highly recommend we do so. Very well, I'll handle it. Okay, so let's go over the ship works, and this is our roster of all the ships in your squadron, sir. Move down the screen to the ship's maintenance panel. Purchase a missile, and now install the missile. Woo! Woo! We installed a missile. All right, you can install more missiles on other ships in a similar fashion. Cool. So I need, it's 600 missile to, okay, so this will go ahead and put that there. 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. So that will cover, it'll take 2.2 hours to fully repair this ship and put on the new weapons. Now we go over to this Navarin. 4.4 to do the same here. And now we go to this Navarin. And 6.7 hours with a total repair cost of 4,800. That is what we are looking at for repairing and rearming these ships and giving them missiles. Alright. Let's go ahead and exit out of that. Go to the supplies. And we're going to go ahead and fill up on fuel. And do we want to grab anything? I don't think we do. We're going to save off on money, and we're going to exit. And we're going to exit. Tarkhan, sir, I've just reported our progress to the Admiral. He is satisfied. The Admiral treats me like a clueless child. He seems to have forgotten that I'm the son of his liege, the Emperor. The capital is far away. Until we return, Admiral Dodd is the one in command, and he leads the squadron, and you, Duke, are a Tarkhan in his squadron. We'll depart as soon as we're ready. Alright, now we're refueled. Squadron is done refueling. We're ready to go. Fantastic. Good, I'll set the destination. We've still got 3.7 hours to go on repairs. Whew. Alright, so we can go ahead and speed up time. 2 hours, an hour. Okay. 0.4 hours left. So 40 minutes left, and we will be fully ready to get out of here. So, again, I'm gonna, let's see here. I'm gonna move, Nah, I'm gonna keep the bear and the guy there, because I don't want to be moving stuff around all day, trying to find the perfect spots. So I'm gonna leave them there. I hope you enjoy both of those, by the way. But, that's set. And repair will be done now. So we're done repairing. Crew is at 85%. Oh no. 85% here, 84% here, 85% here, and 83% here. So yeah, we have lost some crew in the combat, but that's okay. That's alright. It's alright. You know, it could be worse. Alright. Oh, wait a minute. There's special modules here. Merchant rare modules. Oh, it was probably speaking about the missiles. Nah, it's fine. We're good. Alright, so let's go ahead and go to Calhoun. Set that destination. And I believe this is the one where it's going to ask me if I want a sudden strike. And we get to show that off. No, it is not. Okay, so afterburners. Activate reheat is shift. Increase thrust while performing defensive or offensive combat maneuvers. It will allow you to evade guided missiles or to gain a positional advantage over your opponent. Engine reheat for more than several seconds will cause overheating with following emergency shutdowns of engines. Alright, curses. Enemy air defenses spotted. Focus on the enemy ships. We will capture the ground vehicles on the once the battle is over. And watch out for missiles. Alright, so missiles are going to be a threat now from this little ground vehicle here. But overall, we have 3 enemy attack corvettes that are going to be fighting us. So once again, we're going to throw our Navarins up. We're actually going to throw these 2 up because this one was the forehead before. And let's start the fight. Fight's on. Missile away. Yep, I know how to use missiles. Thank you very much. Missile launch. Oh, I do have bombs on this thing. Ooh. I did not realize I had bombs on this thing. Ooh. Oh, I got lucky there. I took out one of his engines temporarily. Missile is approaching. So I've got a missile in the air headed my way. I'm gonna try and shoot it down. Alright, I managed to shoot it down, luckily. Woo! I don't have any more missiles for the offenses, but he is down. He's dead. I'm going to switch out ships. Boom. There we go. All right. So, missile away. Oh. Let's go ahead and get out of the way. Boom. He's dead. And now we've captured that ground unit. Woo! Continue. Nice! Victory! Alright, so we did receive some damage on our first Navrin, mostly on the right-hand side, but hey, we did the thing, we killed the enemy, and no major casualties in the process. Let's open the hatch, and we're going to take our first 2 Navrins down there. Actually, we're going to take all 3 of you down there.
Fire reverse thrusters. Beginning final approach. 500 meters. 300
Ooh,
meters.
104. I'm going for that. I'm going for that 104. This is the most damage to my ships. I want that 104. So I will gladly just weasel this bad boy in there. Take our freaking time.
100 meters. Throwing it ready.
Go. 100 meters to go. Ooh. Almost there. Oh, don't scrape the side. Don't scrape the side. Don't panic. Don't panic. Don't panic. It's okay. It's okay. All right. We're good. We're good. We're good. And touchdown. Woo! Plus 104% repair speed.
Fire reverse thrusters.
All right. Let's try and land this bad boy on a 20.
500 meters. 300 meters. 100 meters. Throwing it ready.
We can get the 20 and the 10. I believe that'll give us 30.
Touchdown confirmed.
There we go.
Fire reverse thrusters. Beginning final approach. 500 meters. 300 meters.
We actually have a searchlight that you can see that I can move around as we're going down here because it's dark right now. Okay, let's try and get it on this 20.
100 meters. Throwing it ready.
And because it's a slanted 20, we'll slide it right in there. Not going for anything else. All right. Nice, even, slow descent. Slow descent.
Touchdown confirmed.
There we go.
No landing.
Fantastic. All right, successful landings all around. What a stunning dogfight, Duke. Were you aware of the hostile anti-air defenses in Kalhu, Prince? No, I was not. The Tarkhan is expecting you, Duke. And indeed, there is a delegation awaiting you by the ship. Imlan Harish. A tall man steps forward. He is wearing the armor of a Harashid. Harashids are former guardsmen of the King of Garat. Some Harashids now serve the Lord Governor. Others have taken refuge in the vast deserts of Garat. So I can either say, "Greetings, my lord, in the name of the Empire, I welcome you," or "Glory to Garat and welcome." You know what? He's a Garat dude, so glory to Garat and welcome. He's a proud Alaim. Okay, the Alaims are a desert folk, the indigenous people of Garat. The kingdom of Alam used to be independent before Garat became part of the Romani Empire. And he says, "Peace be upon you, my lord. I am Imlan Harish, Doyen of Kalhu. And I can say I'm looking for allies to wage war on Kiva. Will you join us? You have my full attention. Speak your mind." So I have 5 turns to pick out of each of these cards to try and create a good speech to convince him to like us. But of course, this can go in the opposite direction. So, for instance, if I make a speech about the great future that awaits all of the people of Garat, It says said -1. I'm not sure. It says -1, so I'm not going to click on it. Speech of the dangers of faith and superstition it brings. No. Speech of the fact that this is no time for philanthropy. I think this says said because it relates to what I've already said before in a way. This one is saying of the dangers of faith and superstition it brings, of the fact that this is no time for philanthropy. Huh. I can also give him a gift of an Empire Cross or a Gilded Dagger. Where the gift will extend the conversation. Let's try giving me a Gilded Dagger. Force +1. Greatly values force. Ah, see, there you go. He likes me, and the dagger was a sign of force. Also, apparently that's considered a good speech. So, I still have no time for philanthropy or the great future for the people of Karat available to me. But now I also have of how Saeed is a good friend and a fearsome foe. Or I can give him an Empire's Cross. And I can... or I can end the talk. Success. You can end this conversation now. Right now he's sitting at a 3. I could get him higher. I don't know. So, okay. So, how many stars you have with a person tells you how... It basically is an indicator of how loyal they are to you and how many times you can ask them for assistance. And if you get it too low, they either won't join you, or if they're already in your army, they'll leave your army. So, not great choices. Let's say of how Saeed is a good friend and a fearsome foe. Fear +1. Afraid of you +1. Good speech +1. So that brought me to a 5. They seem somewhat alarmed at your words. Interesting. So I can either end the talks here, or I can continue the talks. I have 5 turns left. I can either say of ending the war and why this must be done, or of the great future that awaits all the peoples of Karat. I'm at a 5. I'm going to try this one. Worldview, Karat +1. Okay, so it didn't really affect the conversation. But my worldview for Karat actually went up. Of your deep sense of respect for the Tarkhan. Of how the weak appeal to justice to undermine the strong. Empire Cross or in the talks. Let's go ahead and end the talks. Well said, well said. This was a pleasant talk, Duke. So, what have you decided? Will you join us? I will join you gladly, Grand Duke. I want to meet other Tarkhans. So you know where to find them. There aren't any Tarkhans around here, Duke. I've never heard of any. Thank you, I appreciate it. Character joined. Alright, new ship, Gladiator. 6,000 gold. Woo! Okay. So with that, we have a brand new ship. Ready to go, the Gladiator. Alright, well, some of our ships do need a bit of repair. Take a 200 and 1.7 hours to repair that one fully, and it'll take... so it brings us up to a total of 2.7 hours and 205 gold to fix these ships and get them back in full condition. This one also needs a bit of repair. Even this out at 3 hours. The Wonder doesn't need any repair. The Gladiator doesn't need any repair. And we have plenty of ship parts here. If we wanted to buy something. So, you might be wondering, why do I want to buy ship parts? Well, you can add things on the ships and create new designs. Create new versions, essentially, of those ships. But also, if you ever need to make repairs, I believe if you have ship parts in the ship hold, it will take from those ship parts and use those to repair beforehand, before it starts buying parts off the market. Which might be a good idea. But let's see here. What engine is this? This is the D30 engine. Are there any D30? Okay, so D30 engines are 200. So we're going to go to our Wanderer, the ship that we're not using for combat. And I'm going to go ahead and grab... I'm going to grab these engines, these D30s. So if ever we lose engines, we can go ahead and replace them. Seeing as the D30 is the main engine that most of my ships use, it looks like they're also using... those are the D30S's. Oh, what? Wait a minute. No, this says NK25. D30S. Okay. I have a D30. So NK25 and D30. Oh, D30S. Wait a minute. Which one is this? This one is... No, these are the D30s for the Navarins. This one is D30S and NK25. D30, D30. D30. What about my Gladiator? What does that use? That uses NK25s and D30S's. So let's grab some D30S's and some NK25s. All the NK25s. That's just to replace engines in case we lose any. We should also go ahead and grab that hull part in case we need to replace that as well. Oops. NK25s, D30S's. We're going to grab 4 of those. And that hull part... I'm not entirely sure what that whole part is. If I were to take this... Oh, wait a minute. If I were to take this... Ah, crap. Hold on. NK25s, D30S's. Let me just grab all of them. Why not? And the D30s. I just want to investigate if I grab... Or what part it's sitting on. Ah, it's fine. We can buy those. They're cheap. They're 20 a piece, so I think that's fine to buy. The engines are more important. Okay, so what else do we want to buy? We might want to buy fuel tanks. That could be a thing that would be useful. Or we might not. Oh, there's some reinforced hull parts that are also on that bad boy. Interesting. I think just having the engines on us is going to be fine for now. Alright. We're good. Exit. Let's go to supplies. It says, Tarkan, sir, some of our ships are in need of repair and the city has a shipyard. We would do well to repair them here. Yeah, I've already handled that, bud. Thanks for the advice, though. So let's go ahead and throw the fuel up the max. And we're done. All right, good. So we are good to go. Order executed. Admiral Dodd likes us by +1. Receiving a transmission from Dodd. At last. So, to Tarkhan of 3rd Task Force, Grand Duke Sayadi, on my order, seize the city of Milka and await our main forces there. Commander of 1st Squadron, Admiral Dodd. Alright. It seems Dowd is reluctant to assault Milka with the bulk of his forces. He's sending us ahead in case they have anti-air defenses ready. That means this is our chance to get into the thick of things. So we're refueling and departing for Milka. Affirmative. Alright. Let's go ahead and refuel, repair, and depart. Okay. 0.1 hours to finish repairs. Still don't have any missiles or anything like that. Long-range missiles, I should say. We do have missiles, just not any long-range missiles. Okay. So, with that... So, over Melka, we can see that is a fleet HQ. That's what that star symbol means. And from what I've seen, fleet HQs are save points. So once we hit Melka, that'll be a save point. Alright. But we are done refueling. We are also done repairing. We're actually going to continue to wait. And we're going to wait for the alarm to go down before we take off. Alright, the alarm is gone. Take off from Melka. Okay. Is it going to allow me to activate a sudden strike? It will. Now, I didn't catch them on the ground, but... Oop. Ah, daggit.
The enemy has been destroyed.
Ooh. Alright, that's 2 ships down. We are heavily damaged, so we are going to go ahead and retreat.
Engine overheating.
Whew. Fire a missile. Well, I don't have any missiles for this one. Okay. Oh! Still got hit. Alright. Not looking the greatest for this ship, so I'm going to go ahead and pull it out. Oh. Slightly to the left. There we go. Ah, dang, they are so accurate, whereas I am so bad at my accuracy.
Engine overheating.
Nope. Just trying to do as many small maneuvers as I can to avoid as much fire as possible. Whew. Ooh, I fell into that one. Honestly, one-on-one dogfights are a lot easier. Oh, I need to get out of here. Oh, I need to get out of here. There we go. Woo! Not doing the greatest in this fight. So it looks like he either ran out of fuel or he just simply crashed. All right, we're going to continue. We won that. I could have, maybe I blew out his engines enough so that he just eventually crashed. All right, let's go ahead and land. Boy, we are messed up in this fight.
Beginning final approach. Fire reverse thrusters. 500 meters. 300 meters.
There we go. Here we go. Almost perfect. Come on. Okay, that's the big boy landed. Woo! All right.
Beginning final approach.
Okay, I want to save this 140 for a more damaged ship, I think. Yeah.
300 meters.
So we'll go for the 75 for this one.
Meters. Everyone get ready. Touchdown confirmed.
Okay, that's a good touchdown. All right, this one's going in the 140.
Beginning final approach. 500 meters. 300 meters.
Ooh, ooh, she's rolling like a mother. All right. Oh, and she is burning hot too. Woo.
Everyone get ready.
Oh, this is a tight fit. Oh, this is a tight fit. This is a tight fit. Woo, woo, woo. Try to scrap the... Don't scratch the paint.
Touchdown confirmed.
All right.
Fire reverse thrusters.
This one is lightly damaged, but we're still gonna try and go
500 meters.
for the 108.
300 meters. 100 meters. Everyone get ready. Touchdown confirmed.
All right, there we go.
Thanks for your hard work.
Nice. Whew. Boy, oh boy, all our ships are down. So we're going to go ahead and start getting the repairs done on these bad boys. And the rest of our fleet still has to arrive. So already we're going to be here for at least a day. Looks like over a day at this point. 30 hours in total is how long it's going to take, how long we're going to be here. Ooh, rough. All right. So we got those repairs started. We're not going to buy fuel just yet. The game is now saved. The watch reports a squadron approaching. Understood? I'm on my way. Pyotr, Grand Duke. Well, you have my congratulations, gentlemen. The campaign has proven to be a great success so far. And I am confident, Admiral, that we owe the success to the Duke's talents. The Admiral looks at you without saying a word. How did your talks with Prince Fazil go? I hope you followed your orders to the letter. Affirmative, Admiral. Good. Our next target is the city of Ur. We will join Skobalev's squadron there and begin our advance towards northern Garat. So Skobalev, Admiral Skobalev is the commander of the 2nd Squadron of the Expeditionary Fleet. His task is to provide communication with the capital after the capture of Ur. The 2nd Squadron is to join the assault on Khiva. You've proven your mettle, Grand Duke. I will entrust you with the mission to seize Ur by force. The cruiser, Diana, and several Intrepid-class frigates will be transferred to your command. So I can either say, just the cruiser will be enough, which is like bold words, impressive stuff to say, or I can say, thank you for your confidence, Admiral, which means I'll get everything that he's promised me so far. Not gonna lie, I want everything he's promised me, so thank you for your confidence, Admiral. I've now unlocked the Nomad. Oh, wait, did he give me 2 Nomads? An Intrepid. An Intrepid. Good, I shall not detain you any longer than Pyotr Ignatievich, Grand Duke. He gave me... No, he only gave me the 1 Nomad, so I don't know why it said unlocked both. Alright, but we're gonna be... Now suddenly we have all of our stuff. So we have electronic intelligence, we have our ELINT, we have our sonar for air and ground, we have our infrared detector, and actually it looks like there is a contact on the infrared, which I'm guessing is probably gonna be... Okay, dog, are you okay? Are you okay, buddy? Alright. Thank you for the water, Sabmo. Anyways. That contact that's sort of just tiny little bit being picked up on the IR search is going to be our ship, more than likely. And if I go sector search and bring it on over to where our ship is, you can see our ship is marked here. And it's going, within range, there is a ship here, which we already knew. So, that is totally fine. Alright, so let's go ahead and refuel and rearm and wait for the Wanderer to arrive. Whew. And while that takes place, I'm going to get myself some water. Now that I have it available to me. So you can see here this solid line is saying that there's an infrared contact in this direction. Tarkan, sir, we've intercepted a radio transmission. Pick up the phone, quickly. Alright, we want to go to this channel, and then we want to surf around for the radio signal. Okay, in position 21, 59, 45, 44, speed 150, course southeast, route Kushan. It's a transmission from the enemy strike group, and it's uncoded. Now we know their bearing and destination. Strike groups. Strike groups are powerful enemy ship formations that haunt you, or hunt you, not haunt. The best course of action is to avoid them at all times. Where are they going? They're going to Kushan. Excellent. We'll outmaneuver them. Now, Duke, take the ships and go to Ur by way of Hamat. All right, and I'll say we'll take off as soon as we're ready, Admiral. Okay, so the game is paused. If we go ahead and we can look on the map, there is that message there, because this is where we decoded it. So if we look at this, we now have position is 2159 by 4544. So if we go, let me get my pencil out. If we go 2159, and we look, if you look down here, this shows us what our pointer is, what the bearing is, and all that stuff. Or I guess that's longitude and latitude. So we're looking for 2159, 2159, 21. Here we go. 2159. Is it by 45, 43, 45, 42, 45? Oh, 2159, 45, 43, 42, 44. That's 58 though. How do I? 59, 45, 44. All right, that's marked, and that is enemy. All right. So their speed is 150. Course southeast, route Kushan. So they're heading to Kushan. If we mark that, we say enemy fleet destination. Enter. All right. Put away our pencil. And I think we want to grab this one. And if we go from their marker, and let's see here. So at a speed of 150, and I'm guessing it's like 150 an hour. On. Try and line this up. They will be there in an hour. So I could mark this. I'm assuming it's one. Wait a minute. Speed 150. That can't be in an hour. No. Right? No, that can't be in an hour. Well, it could actually. No, it could be an hour. Right? Hold on. 150. All right. Can I mark this location? 1 hour. Mark. If we then take this one and get rid of that one. And oops. We go from here and we say 150 again. Now, this calculation that I'm doing here is probably going to be incorrect, but I'm trying to give you an idea of what you could do. 2 hour mark. Yep. Three hour mark. And if I wanted to, I could mark it out all the way to their destination, and I could find out at their current speed from where they're sitting how long it's going to take them to get to Kushan. But seeing as this is a tutorial, I'm not going to do that. Because otherwise we'll be sitting here all day as I mark this stuff out. But when we get into the actual campaign, at the end of the tutorial, at the end of the prologue, I will be doing stuff like that. So, just letting you know. All right. So this is going to take a while, but let's go ahead and close that out. Got a couple of hours of repair to go. Let's go ahead and go to supplies and get the rest of that fuel. We're going to be here resupplying anyways. Oh. Yep. Exit. Alright, so the fleet is fueled at this point, and we are just waiting for repairs to finish. Okay, repairs are finished. Let's go to Amat. Alright, we have 8 ships in the fleet now, and if we actually watch, we'll see that we have 8 little trails. So if you count those out, there are 8 little trails also on the map here. Okay. Let's turn our radar on. And, sure, let's do a ground search. So, when we're in ground search mode, we search the ground for any radar contacts that we might detect. Currently, I believe we're detecting Melka there. We wanted to do a sector search for Melka. There she is. But we don't need a sector search, so we go back to what we were doing. Alright, so if we had gone to Kushan, that would be all about rare modules. Going to Hamat, it's all about that repair speed. So at this point, I'm actually... Will arrive in approximately 9 hours. Average speed 150, course southwest. My route Kushan. Melka wire. Whether you can supply liquefied oxygen. 21,000 kilograms. Okay, so he is now arrived in Kushan, and he's making his way to Melka. Oh, breakfast is here, by the way, guys. So I will be right back. See you soon. am back. Sorry about that. Give me 1 second here. There we go. Excuse me. All right. Sorry, got a little bit of a hiccup. I ate a little too fast. It's okay. Mute this. Go back to game. Here we go. All right. Whew. So, anyways, all right, back to what we were doing. So we went ahead and deciphered this. So first off, we know the name of the fleet. That is the Nephritis. They will arrive in approximately 9 hours, average speed 150 course, southwest. My route, Kushan Nemelka. Wire whether you can supply liquefied oxygen, 21,000 kilograms. Okay, so with that, what we know is they have outright said how long it's going to take them to get from point A to point B. So once we arrive in Hamat, or actually, no. What I should say is, in 9 hours' time, they're going to come from they're going to be from Kushan to Melka. In 5 hours' time, I'm going to have arrived in Hamat. Now, they're going to be apparently taking on supplies in Melka, which hopefully will give us more time before they start heading to Hamat. Alright. So let's close this out, unpause. Okay. So, we need to make sure the enemy strike group never learns of our movements. To keep our location safe, we must destroy the garrison in Hamat before they can sound the alarm. Our cruiser is too slow. It is unsuitable for a surprise attack. We need to form a group of our fast ships and use them to attack the enemy. Here you can see the chance that a sudden strike will succeed with the current group. It's 29%. Choose the fastest ships in your squad based on their speed stat. So that is going to be, I believe, Intrepids are 307. Oh, we still have some ships that are damaged. Oh, that's surprising. Okay, so Intrepid. Just 2 Intrepids. Excellent. The group is ready. Now send it to Hamat. Alright, let's go. Once the group has completed its mission, order it to rejoin the squadron. So they are going ahead of the fleet in an attempt to catch the enemy unawares and hopefully still on the ground. So they have a Jaguar RSZO attack heavy corvette and a Lightning interceptor. All right. Well, only one thing to do. They're on the ground. All right, now they're in the air. Oh, there we go. Missile away. Oh, it missed. Second missile away. That hit. Okay. All right. He's nice and fucked up. I'm gonna switch out ships. Oh, I missed the retreat area. Oh, he died. Ah, he burned up and died. Nice. Okay. Victory. Fantastic. So they don't have enough fuel to return back to the group. So what we will do is we will land them Actually, we don't need to land that one. And we are going to put him in the 112 slot. Okay, I'm still technically in the landing screen. All right, that could have ended poorly. Woo! Luckily, I didn't panic. Oh, wow. All right, this ship is in need of repairs. All you need to do is give the order to repair the ship, and the engineering crew will do all they can. However, it will not be possible to complete the repairs if we don't have necessary spare parts. Well, it looks like hopefully they're going to have the spare parts to do these repairs. The only thing they aren't going to be able to replace is the missiles. So we are all set to go. This Intrepid does not need repairs. We just got off the line with the squadron. Any news from the captain? Not much. The situation's still grim. The rebels are firmly entrenched in Kadim Ridge. It'll be a long while before we can drive them out. And what of that reactor everyone's talking about? Does it really exist? Everyone's talking? Pyotr's voice trails off. He looks at you for several seconds in silence. You should probably ask the Admiral about that, Grand Duke. All right. Well, we're going to wait as they are doing repairs, and the rest of the fleet has arrived. So we'll open the hatch, and we are going to go ahead and go to Shipworks. This Gladiator, let's put her in the docks. Woo! There we go. Go ahead and add her to the repairs. This Navrin also needs repairs. Let's put it in the docks. Nice clean landing. There we go. Whew. Let's repair her. Oh, are we not able to repair her? Or no? Well, no, yeah, the Gladiator's the only one that's scheduled for repair. So I guess the Navrin can't be repaired in this dock. Okay. What about you? Gladiator's already doing its thing. These guys are doing its thing. Nomad. All these ships should be good. Oops. Yeah, we're good. All right. Let's go ahead and exit. Fuel her up. And we are ready to go to So the repairs are done. What repairs we could do. Not everything could be repaired, unfortunately. Okay, we're done repairing. We're done refueling. We're going to go ahead and we are going to go to All right, no one knows what might be waiting for us, Duke. Should the going get tough, I ask. I ask that you request for reinforcements from the Admiral. So I can either say, and become a laughingstock, don't even think about it, General, or rest assured, General, I would never put my men at risk just to save face. That's what I'm going to say. I'm glad to hear that, Duke. Continue. Should you require reinforcements, just use the internal comms to contact the Admiral. Okay. So here we go. Let's find out what bearing this is going to be. This is going to be between 30 and 60. So right about there, in case we pick up anything on the infrared. We've got our radars going. We're actually going to turn those off. Actually, you know what? Let's turn that to ground, in case we run anything in between these two places, which it doesn't look like we will. So turn that off. Let's do a sector search. 30 and 60. Okay. We switch that to ground. We do detect something out there. Okay, great. And I'm looking to do a sudden strike here as well. So 334, 290, 303. All right, we're going to send the Gladiator. And we're going to send 2 Intrepids and our good condition Navarin. And hopefully, ooh, that's a big fleet. Oh, that's a big fleet. Whoa, hello. Oh, this might have been a mistake. All right, let's go for it. Gonna get tagged by that a little bit. Whew. Got him out of there. Don't have any missiles, unfortunately. Oh, getting tagged by some of the ground fire. Ooh, oh, oh. Okay. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, no. Oh, yeah, no, that didn't go well. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to retreat this ship. Oh, come on, come on, come on. We're good. All right. We're going to retreat these ships out of here. And I hit myself with the missile. Okay, so this was a bad idea. This was a really bad idea. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the main menu. We're gonna go campaign Delta, and oh, it wants us to do Hamad all over again. Oh no. Oh no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. We're fine. We're fine. Okay, so this was after the Battle of Hamad. Let's get that fuel back up. Let's do any repairs that we can do at all. Yeah, go ahead and get those antenna on there, and that is pretty much all we can do. Exit. So yeah, no, I need the full fleet to actually take on this next area. Otherwise, I am screwed. 1 second, I gotta grab this. My bad. Because I couldn't see chat. There we go. Yeah, I need the full fleet for this. Yep. Never put them in at risk. Yep. All right. I'm going to turn on the jammers. All right. So, this is the full fleet now here. Boy. Boy, oh boy. The Nomad's going out first. It's not going to be there for long. The Wanderer's not going in. The Gladiator's coming out next. The Navrans are going in before the Intrepids. Let's do this. Yep. Fire a missile. Fire a missile. Fire a missile. Ooh. Yeah. That's a kill. Missile away. Missile away. Oh, I don't have any missiles, so woo. Oh. Ah, got hit by a missile. We're okay though. Okay. All right, we've done a lot of damage with this bad boy. Let's get her out of here. All right. Ooh. So, there we go. Now it's just a matter of taking out this last ship, which is hugging the edge of the map. Oops, proximity fuse. Ah! Ah! There she is. She's gone. Trying to hide up in the corner up there. All right, we took care of her. Woo! Victory. Oh boy. Let's open her up. Nomad's going down. Gladiator's going down. Narvan's going down. This Narvan's going down. All right. So, not a whole lot of spots that are going to give us anything good. In fact, from the looks of it, this is not the best port to be landing in with this bad boy. All right. We got as much as we could out of that. For this Gladiator, we're going with the 80. This might actually work. Yeah, no, the Gladiator can't fit in there. Gladiator cannot fit in there. There we go. Woo! There we go. All right. That's everybody down on the ground. Sorry, Mom. Thanks so much for the torch times two, the hand in hand, and the hype. Greatly appreciate all of it. Arrival in As we entered the city of a large crowd of people welcomed us as heroes with cries of joy. Congratulations, Duke. What a glorious victory. Well done, Mark. Now all the naysayers will have no choice but to shut their mouths. I swear, even Dowd will rejoice in today's success. Thank you, Pyotr. Shall I report to the Admiral? Certainly. Why wait? That was the moment when we realized that the hearts of the people of Garat were on our side. What a beautiful day it was. We celebrated our victory in the present without a care in the world for what lay ahead of us. All right. So, to Commander, 1st Squadron, Admiral Dowd. By order of High Command, remain in and await further instructions. I have been ordered to return to our point of origin. No explanation provided. Commander of the 2nd Squadron, Admiral Skobelev. On the morning of the 6th day, the observation station reported a large vessel approaching from the south. All our forces were put on high alert. It was a lone ship approaching slowly and showing no signs of aggression. Hope began to spread among the officers. Perhaps it was one of Skobelev's vessels, but when it got close enough we recognized it, the Imperial cruiser Sevastopol. It was staggeringly gigantic, a veritable flying mountain. We assembled an honor guard and prepared to meet the crew. But to our astonishment, the first man to step down the ramp was a tall Elaim wearing a golden mask. Behind him was an endless crowd of people with terrible burns and gruesome wounds, all of them Romani from the capital. It was from them that we finally heard the terrible news. The capital of the Empire had suffered a nuclear strike 4 days ago. Sayadi stronghold burned down in an instant, reduced to a smoldering desert of radioactive waste. What remained of the Imperial fleet was in a disarray, trying desperately to fight off the gathering's advancing forces. We were at a loss for words. We didn't know what to do. Most of us wanted to head for the capital and join the battle, knowing that the war was already as good as lost. Gentlemen, I have assembled you here to discuss our future activities in light of the most recent events. My opinion is this: we must press on and continue our advance towards Kiva. Pyotr, the news from the capital has rendered this entire operation moot. We must return to the motherland at once. The sooner, the better. On the contrary, taking Kiva is more important than ever. If you would allow me to elucidate. I've had several lengthy conversations with the crew of the Sevastopol. It pains me to say this, but I'm convinced that the war in the south is lost. Returning to the motherland will spell certain doom for us. We all had similar suspicions. Now that those fears had been put into words, many of the officers averted their gaze. And what do you propose, Pyotr? There was exhaustion in Dowd's voice. The rebel fleet is currently engaged in heavy combat in the south. Now is the time to mount an offensive in the north and take Kiva by force. And what comes next will just delay the inevitable. Sooner or later they will come to Kiva. I have reason to believe that our intel on the reactor is accurate. If we can seize it, they won't fight back. They will come to the bargaining table to ensure that the reactor is intact. Perhaps we might be able to strike a deal. Pyotr looked around as the officers considered his words. We have to send a vessel to re-establish communications with the capital. Once we have a reliable line to the south, there's no time for that. Sharif Ramatovich, if we do not mount an assault on Kiva, here and now, it will be too late. All right, what does Sharif Ramatovich mean? Admiral Dal Sharif Ramatovich is the commander. Oh, okay, so it's just his like proper name. All right. We spent the rest of the night and the entire following day discussing Pyotr's plan. Eventually, we agreed to send the cruiser Diana to the south in a bid to re-establish communications with the Empire. The rest of our forces hastily began preparations to reach Khiva and assault it. The Sevastopol became the flagship of the new squadron. At some point, an officer asked who would command the offensive. Pyotr readily replied with a plan of his own. He stood up and spoke with confidence. No one yet knows what has befallen the Emperor, he said. So the Grand Duke, the sole legitimate heir of the dynasty, must lead the remains of the Romani fleet in this offensive. Admiral Dowd balked at the idea, but as furious cries of protest were ignored, the officers eagerly supported the general's suggestion. The thought of the heir to the throne leading the charge himself did wonders for their morale. The unanimous support they showed me was certainly uplifting, but at the same time I was terrified. A moment ago I had been a Tarkan, but now I was the embodiment of the entire Romani Empire in their eyes. Alright, there's the title drop. Welcome to HighFleet. That's the story as we know it so far. Oh, so from here on out, if I hit continue, Grand Duke, you must choose the ships that you will join us for the Khiva offensive. And if I say, could you give me a hint, he says, take the red ones. Those are the workhorses, and maybe one or two tankers for them. Continue. All right, and from this point on, we have 262,794 cash to build our fleet. But here's the thing. Any ship we discover during the course of the campaign after we build our fleet here will be available to us to choose from. Also, any ships that I build in the shipyard on the main menu will be available to us as well on this menu. So we're actually going to head back to the shipyard, and we're going to start building some ships to take with us on this campaign. Now, there are some requirements that it says when you're creating a fleet. It says range requirements. To travel, the squadron must have a cruising range of at least 2,000 kilometers, I guess is what that is. And it says range 3005. Now I can choose between normal and hard difficulty. And then when I click the red button of OK, it'll start the campaign. And if we click over here, it'll show you what the symbols mean. So the cross swords means air superiorities. The bombs means strike ship. The timer means interceptor. The shield means AA defense. The tanker is the jerry can. Radar or the satellite is early warning. The plane is aircraft carrier. The missile is missile carrier, and the nuclear symbol is a nuclear missile carrier. And then the star is a flagship. So those are the classifications. We are not going to touch any of this right now. We're going to head back to the main menu. And we're going to go to Shipworks. And we're going to spend a while here. And I'm not sure if we're going to finish up our work here. But we're going to spend a while here making a ship. So, first things first, I want to make a good carrier. So I'm going to take the current longbow design. I'm going to load that. This is a current example of a carrier that they have built in the game. And I am not entirely familiar with how ship design works or how effective such things are. But what I do know is that while I think this longbow is nice, cute, functional, does its thing, What I don't like is number one, how many aircraft it has on it. So it carries with it one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8 aircraft on it currently. I don't think that's big enough for a carrier. I have done some experimentation with aircraft, by the way. Aircraft are fucking great. You can control them so far as telling them to do missions and what loadouts they're going to carry into missions. But outside of that, you don't actually control their movements. They fly around themselves in their own small squadrons. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna redesign this freaking carrier to be more what I would envision. So, all right, that's what that is. They're fuel tanks. Okay, so I wanna before we get started on this, I would like to actually go ahead and let's pull up this. And what is the current United States Navy doctrine? All right, what is the current United States Navy naval doctrine? Let's see here. Here we go. Let's see what this says. The Navy Warfare Development Command to let's see, when the Navy, Marine Corps, Coast Guard release a new edition of the Navy's capstone publication, Naval Doctrine, Publication 1, Naval Warfare. I'm trying to see what. So, from what I know, they're carrier focused. So I'm just skimming through this, see if it tells me anything interesting. It does not. All right, so let's go ahead and stick with the thought. At least from what we see from the public point of view, the United States Navy is very, carriers are the center of your battle fleet. All right, so let's go for a similar approach. Carriers are going to be the central core of our fleet. So let's go. What do we want to do? How carriers built? United States carrier. Built or what does no how it's built carrier? Do they have one of these? How it's built? Oh, here we go. Building the Navy's most powerful carrier. All right. We're gonna essentially what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna watch this and see if we can use it as a reference point. Okay. I mean, this was as of 2013, so take what you will. 75 aircraft. 75? How many do we have? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8. We have 8. Oh. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Hold on here. That's not what I want to do. So hold on. Get rid of all of it. Get rid of all of it. Let's actually go ahead and reset this. Yeah. All right. 75 flight deck. What is there a way to like copy pasta? Am I gonna have to do this one by one? Okay. We can do this one by one, that's fine. All right. So how many fighter bomber, fighter interceptor? Okay. That takes up two. That technically also takes up two. Okay. So also the fighter bombers are the cheaper ones. So we'll go with a bunch of LA-29s, the cheaper of the fighters. So all right. Woo! Uh, actually, real quick, can I look up YouTube? Let's see here. High Fleet Shipyard Controls. Uh, no, hold on. Let me do a Google search for that. Okay, aiming. No, no. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Um, Advanced shipbuilding? Oh, that's the one. Okay, yeah, no, we don't want to look at that. Yeah, no. Okay, all right. So we're just gonna have to do this manually. Woo! Maybe we shouldn't aim for the most advanced current modern generation friggin' how many fighters can a Nimitz carry? Aircraft carried 85 to 90. What on the deck? On the deck. All right. Uh, let's see here. General characteristics: crew, sensor systems, electronic warfare and decoy, armament, armor, aircraft carried. Boy. Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Um, do you tell me carrier air wing? In order for a carrier to deploy, it must embark one of 10 carrier air wings. Carriers can accommodate a maximum of 130 F-18s or 85 to 90 aircraft of different types, but current numbers are typically 64 aircraft. Although the air wings are integrated with the operation of carriers they are deployed to, they are nevertheless regarded as separate entity as well as the air crew. The air wings are also made up of support personnel involved in roles including maintenance, yada 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 yada. Typical carrier air wing can include 24 to 36. Okay, so let's look for more around the size of an air wing. 24 to 36. Okay. 24 to 36. Let's put these down as we go. Oh wait, no, that's not the one. This one, right? Yeah, that's the cheaper of them. 3, 4, 5, 6. Seven, 8, 9, 10. Actually, let's take this off real quick. And can I copy paste this? Can I copy paste? Nah, that doesn't work. Okay. Okay, so in order to get 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, oops, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. That's 20 aircraft so far. And boy, oh boy, this thing is going to be huge. Oh boy. Don't forget some are bigger or smaller. I think Scruffy's talking about, oh, Summer thanks for the hype times 3. I didn't see that earlier. I only thought it was the one hype. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. So this will accommodate 30 aircraft. All right, that's 30 aircraft right there. Woo! Jesus. All right. So, next up. Yeah, just come here for a minute, bud. We're going to go ahead and save this so far as Nimitz Mark 1. I can't save it. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Yeah. No, I can't save it yet. All right. Get rid of that then. Okay. So, all right. Was there a 30 aircraft? Oh boy. Now we've got to connect them to the ship. This thing's going to be really, it's going to be a really squishy ship. So it's not meant to be engaged. So we're just going to go ahead and Oh, Jesus, this is going to take a while. Plot this bad boy down. Oh, I can just hold shift. It'll keep going. All right. Um, crap. There we go. Yeah. I can't have a part in my hand and move further down the line. It's almost like the thing doesn't want to move that far over. Okay, so let me take this and we're gonna be crazy. So this is the bridge. This is where the bridge crew sits. The heart of the ship, where because this thing's not meant to be hit, I'm fine with like putting the bridge up here. So what we need is maybe like a large hull. Can I put the bridge in here? Like, ooh, I can put the bridge on there. Yeah, go over to the right, bud. Go, go, go. Hold on. No, I want to. How do I move all this at the same time? No, I want to move it. I don't want to. There we go. All right, there we go. Whew. Get this in my view. Oh, God dang it. Why can I not move over to the right when I'm that zoomed in? It's a little irritating. All right. So, no, I need to look to the I need to look over. I don't want to look over there. I want to look over here. God dang it. Oh, this thing's being really difficult. Okay. You know what? Maybe. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. No, I'm trying to get from this point onward. This point. Oh, dag it. It's not doing what I want it to do. Alt? No. Not doing what I want it to do at all. Okay. Essentially, I was planning on splitting it in half and having one air wing on one side and one air wing on the other, so it would center in on what I want it to center in on. But moving on. Okay, so actually, can we set the bridge like there? No, we can't. Okay, it's got to be on top. All right. So bridge is there. Actually, put the bridge in the center. And then let's go ahead and grab sensors. So Let's get the Mark 700. Put that on top of the bridge. Yeah, needs electricity. I got that. Let's grab high frequency radio antenna. Let's grab what is wait a minute, what is that? It doesn't say. Okay, that doesn't have a name, so I don't know what that's going to be. MR2M fire control radar. Designed to detect targets and aim weapons at them. However, it has significantly less range than a search radar. So let's grab one of these bad boys, and we want that somewhere optimum. Okay, we'll find somewhere else to put that. An electronic intelligence system capable of detecting enemy radar signals at long range. Actually, get rid of these. Oh, there we go. Great. That's the view I wanted. Okay. No, that gets blocked. Okay. Boy, this radar here has become an issue. So what I might have to do is I might have to hold on. Reassemble this bad boy over here. And then just go ahead and no, that didn't work. That still runs into the problem of anything there would enter. Okay, so that's not gonna that plan's not gonna work. All right. Hmm. No, I want like the bridge to be above. Woo! It's a long range out. Ooh, better yet. Take the bridge, put it up here. Take you, put it up here. Take you. Put you, sure, there. Then, what we can do is we can throw some of these other sensors on here. So, for instance, we can throw... Okay, this up here. That needs to be higher. So... Nope. Okay. Man, the sensor suites are a pain in the butt to set up. To have multiple sensors in the same area. Um, well, I guess we can always experiment and see if we can put, like, for instance... Hold on. From what I've seen, it doesn't look like the deck has to be unobstructed in the direction that the fighters are facing in order for it to work. So if that's the case... Ah, shoot, I needed... Hold on. What we'll do... is we'll take this to the front. Why is it showing as something that has red? Is that always just going to have a red in there? Wait a minute. Oh, if that's always going to have a red in there, then I could just pop this bad boy. Yeah, let's bring it out one more. And let's bring it up one. Ah, screw it, it'll work. Alright, so that's done. Give me... We'll move this to the inside. Alright, let's see here. Range just sent me a DM. He's going to be on in about 30 minutes to run this mission I made. If you like... Ah, I see. I have a limited amount of time. Unfortunately, Scruffy, I've only got like 30 minutes left before I actually have to get off, and then I have a D&D campaign that I got to be in. So, as much as I'd like to, I already have plans, bud. Okay, so I've got long range radio, I've got this long range early warning radar, and I've got a an ELINT. So I guess I'll stop there. Let's see, we're. Oh, okay. Tracks enemies passively using their heat signatures. Yeah, no, that's really short range. I don't need that. Fire control. Tech targets and aim weapons at them, however, it has a significantly less range than a search radar. Can I just throw that there? No. We'll throw that towards the front of the ship. Or even better, can I... Okay, so this is... I wanted to test this earlier, but... No, I can't put one up here. Okay. Good to know. But if I were to throw one up here, for instance... Okay, there we go. And then, okay, so that's that done. That's those sensors done. That's the bridge. That's where we have our fire control radar. All right, so we have our deck with our 30 planes on it. Now we just have to figure out the rest of the ship. So maybe just throw some large holes on there. What can I put in a large hole? Not sure, but I can throw not the 182s, but these under here. Oh, okay. So they have their ammo modules now. In that case, what we can do is we can go ahead and get rid of these. Because now the planes have an ammo module. Oh, wait a minute. No, these are all the same type planes, so I gotta keep going until... Hmm. Quite a few of these planes are getting ammo, but not all of them. Okay. In that case, here's what we will do. If I put the larger ammo module up here, I'm wondering if that will solve the issue. Instead of putting a bunch of small ones here. Which means I need the other whole piece. So, in that case, let's go ahead and put these along the bottom here. Wait, I can put one of these up here? Interesting. There we go. And then just put the... Oh, what's wrong? I don't see how you're not connected to the ship. Oh, being a pain in my neck. Oh, wait. There we go. There. Everybody's connected to the ship. No one... Everybody's just saying that they need an ammo module. There we go. Alright. You guys are not connected to the ship, though. Why? Because you want to be super finicky. There we go. Okay. So... Ammo, big ones. Or better yet, back here. You still need an ammo module. The reason I'm changing the position of these is to see if it affects any other planes, which it looks like it isn't. So, can I just throw on? No, that's not doing it. Need an ammo module. Functioning is not possible. I put an ammo module here. Maybe it won't work until electricity is possible. Hold on. We won't worry about the ammo module just yet. All right. So, electricity. I'm going to need a generator for that. Ship-based generator with smaller footprint. Often use an auxiliary power unit. Sierra issue ship-based generator used by the Romani fleet. Okay, here we go. Actually, you know what I can do? Suddenly, all the electronics are working good. Okay. Ammo. Ammo. Just trying to get all the callouts for ammo to go away. Okay. All the callouts for ammo are gone, finally. Alright. So let's cluster these over. There we go. So those are our ammo for the planes done. We've got our sensors done. We've got our first generator in. The power is not still met. We still have no thrust. We still have no fuel. Crew and evac pods. Evac pods need to be a thing. Okay. Oh boy. All right. How am I doing on time? All right, we're doing okay on time. All right. So fuel. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. There we go. All right. So that should be all the fuel it will ever need. All right. So it still needs power. Apparently now more ships need ammo now that I've added in fuel. That doesn't make sense, but all right. Sure. Here's more ammo, sir. There you go. All your ammo callouts are done there. Okay. So now I just need crew, evac pods, power, and more power. I need more power. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and place another one of these with another large generator. Uh, More power. More power. All right. All right. Power's set for now. All right. Thrust, crew, evac pods. Okay. So from here, Okay, now I need another roundabout group of the large. Oops. Okay, now we can work on thrust and then crew and pods. Okay, so let's go large quarters. Okay. Oh boy, this thing's gonna have a massive fucking crew. Okay, crew's taken care of. Now, oh god, the evac pods. The evac pods need a place to launch from. Okay, so that's gonna be more forward. Uh, or better yet, is there somewhere that I can put the evac pods? It's gonna be a better location. You know, we can. Here we go. 42% on the evac pods so far. Nope. 88%. Where else am I going to put evac pods? Up the front, yeah. There we go. All right, evac pods are set. Now we just got to deal with the thrust issues. Jesus Christ. Oh man. All right, so it does look kind of awesome though. All right, thrust issues. So now we need engines. High efficiency maneuvering thruster for heavy ships. Here we go. I'm gonna get one, two, two, three, four. Then I'm gonna get 1, 2. Okay. All right. So widely used as a Romani battleship. on Romani battleships thanks to its excellent thrust. However, the Elame's claim it's a gas guzzler. It's known for being fuel efficient, which has made it the most popular type of engine in Garat. Okay, fuel efficiency is what we're looking for, baby. Fuel efficiency is going to be the name of the game. Need more power, need more crew. Okay, more power, more crew. All right. Large quarters. Okay, crew solved. Power. Let's get some auxiliaries in here. Then some large. Okay, power's done. Need more escape pods. All right. Okay, that's solved. Okay. All right, fire suppression system. There we go. Okay. I think that's all right. Save. Nimitz Mark 1. Save. Boy. All right. So it's got a thrust weight of 1.7. I'm going to guess that's not that great. It's got a speed of 149 kilometers per hour. It's got a range of 2,760 kilometers. It's got a consumption of 2,318 T per 1,000 kilometers. It's got a firepower of 30, mainly because of the 30 ships on it. Let's see here. No armor. Its mass is 36,886 tons. Oh, wow. Okay. All right, so that is the carrier so far without any armaments outside of the planes itself. Can we? What is test? What do we do? Okay. Difficulty just carrier. Right. Okay, longbow, a normal carrier. God, it's so long that they can't actually put the whole thing on display on the battle plan. Let's go. Planes. To launch a plane from the ship, press X. Launch all fighters. Yeehaw! Oh, we've been hit. That's okay, we're still alive. Yeah, that's right, motherfucker. My ships strike back. Ow, so do yours, but I'm okay. We're still good. We're still good. This behemoth is still in the air. Yeah, where's your air support now, motherfucker? Dead. That's where. Oh, shit. In a carrier on carrier fight, I'm winning. But, I don't think that's the point. Oh. Oh, man. Let's ram her. Oh, they didn't like that. They didn't like that. I mean, we won, but we rammed her. So technically, but we destroyed all our fire suppression systems in the ram. All right, retry. All right. So they're just using their 30 millimeters right now to tear her up. And he's still got planes on the deck that aren't able to take off. He's trying to launch them now. Oh God! Ah! That hurt. Ooh. Oh, it needs landing gear. Chad, I forgot to put landing gear on it. Well, we certainly have established air superiority. Unfortunately, he's still got guns to bear. Yeah, I think our planes are cutting off the nose of our ship, by the way, because it's missing again. And I think that's what that bullet, hit off in the left hand corner was a sign of earlier. Cannons alone from the fighters takes a long time to take this guy down. All right, let's go ahead and end this fight. All right, so let's go ahead and retreat. All right. So I think when they're taking off, they're actually managing to take out this section of the ship. So we need to move this entire section. Actually, you know what? No. Hold on. Okay, that takes care of the escape pods and the fire suppression system. Yeah, we can put more there. This radar's got to go somewhere else. This radar's got to go somewhere else. Or we just don't have it. Yeah, we just don't have it. So we take that off entirely. And we just deal with not having that. Also, that is now, yeah. that's just going to be a problem. Um, okay, so what can we do? Well, what we need to do is we need to put landing gear on this thing. Okay, there are our landing gear. They are not even, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and Nimitz Mark 1. Save. Override it? Yes. Okay. So if we go ahead and load the Nimitz Mark 1. There we go. She's done. Alright, so that's the landing gear. How am I doing for time? Let me check the Discord real quick. Uh, bu- 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 bu. Uh, okay, so yeah, that thing is starting. Alright, so, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, we will have to continue our insane super carrier build later because I have to run and I need to go and play some D&D. So thank you all so much for coming out. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you guys next time. Adios. Bye.